Thank you for coming the session. Today I'm going to present Prevent, Teach, Reinforce for Family (PTRF) with developmental delay young children with behavior in Taiwan. This is work I cooperate with my student Lindy Low. Prevent, Teach, Reinforce (PTR in short) is an intervention model based on the positive behavior support approach. According to APBS definition, CAR proposes it is a method to expand an individual behavior repertoire and also a method to redesign an individual living environment. According to Kate et al., they define PBS is a data-based decision-making focused on build, social, and other functions. So prevent, teach, reinforce are taken in the process of a data-based decision-making. So PTR for family is a home-based intervention. Parents in prevent under coach. It is a tier 2 intervention. There are 5 steps in the process: teaming, goal setting, conducting a PTR functional behavior assessment, intervention, parent implement the intervention, and also evaluating the progress and making database decision. There are 3 studies in the literature about the PTRF. The first one done in the 2013 by Sear et al. They use adaptive school-based PTR model on 2 families with children who diagnosed ASD at their home setting to investigate its usefulness and the potential efficacy. And the second one done in 2015 by Bailey and Bear. Researchers use adapted school-based PTR model on 3 families on young children with ASD or language delay and with sensory processing problem to examine the feasibility and potential efficacy of the model. And the third one done by Joe and al. In 2019, they investigated the functional relationship between fidelity of the family members in prevention and children-child behavior on 3 families. For the cultural concern in PTRF, we have to concern Chinese family tend to believe home is private, don't wash your dirty lane in public, and the face of the family is very important. And also some family believe parents' authority should be respected. They should keep experts outside the house. Don't let experts come to the house to take their authority, take out of their authority. And some parents, they might rely on authority and less confident in independent practice. And some of the parents will react children's behavior problem by intuition, not purposely prevent the problem. So we have to find some adaptive plan for our formal study. We're looking for a volunteer family are recommended for pilot study. They are highly educated and more cultural awareness and more open. Parents can read both Chinese and English, and they have 4 years boy with ASD, and mother and father want to involve, and also they are eager to deal with this boy's challenge behavior. After the pilot study, they give us feedback and suggestion they feel 5-step PTRF is feasible, but they suggest training session should be added before intervention. And they like reinforcement replace aversive parent, but they think this is difficult. And they find to be neutral, not critical. It's very important, but they require practice with coach. And they feel patient, firm. It's very good, but they have to adapt, require reminding. So the coach is highly needed. So after the pilot study, we do our formal study. It's done in ABA design and 2 pairs of mother and son. The first pair, the son is Leo. He is 2 years 8 months, and he is diagnosed as a developmental delay in speech and social emotion. And he has 2 older sisters under 7 years and 1 younger sister. And the mother is housewife mother. And the setting is mealtime at the dining table. And the other boy is Danny. He is 5 years and 3 months. He was diagnosed as ASD without any verbal behavior. And he has 1 19-year-old sister, and his mother is housewife too. And the setting is morning routine before leaving home to school at the bedroom, bathroom, and living room. So operation definition of target behavior of both boys. Leo's target behavior. He is not patient, remain on his seat to wait for his meal get ready. For example, he was crying and yelling when mom was making the meal for the family. Or when he is waiting, he shows any inappropriate behavior, such like climbing up or falling down from seat, or playing fool, or wiping on his body or shirt, and laying his feet on the dining table, or eating food outside his bowl. And Leo's mother was exhausted by the annoying argument, which was often caused by Leo's behavior. During the mealtime, he has insufficient time to help Leo with the meal due to the youngest sister and handling the family meal without any assistance from other family. And the other pair of the mother and son, Danny's target behavior is not complete all the morning routine tasks before he has to go to school, leaving home, such as watching a TV program or playing toys on the way to leave home to school. And also, he cannot independently complete the morning routine task. He needs full verbal prompt or full assistance on the process for the morning routine. So his target behavior exhausted his mom to push him to leave home to go to school on time. And she was annoyed by teacher complaint about Danny's being late often. He felt frustrated to teach Danny to be on task and to prevent Danny from the distraction from morning routine. To collect data, we use 10-second partial interval recall seed, and we recall all the sessions by camcorder. During the researcher self-quarantine quarantine period by epidemic policy in Taiwan. We use cell phone, travel stand, and social network application. There are 11 instruments for PTRF provided in Down Lab at Augsburg. We get permission from the author and translate into traditional Chinese version before the study. There are 3 major steps in the study procedure. Before the formal study, we do pilot study and translate all the instruments. And we use APBS design and put all the 5 steps in the APBS design. And also we add the training session after behavior support plan complete. And after APBS design, we collect the social validity data, and we do data analysis and inter-observer agreement. The result of Lear's study. We can see Lear's challenge behavior during the mealtime decreased during the both intervention stage, and in the withdrawal stage, the challenge behavior increase, which indicate the effectiveness of the PTRF to reduce the challenge behavior. And also when we look at the time taken to complete the meal, and both the time taken to complete the meal decrease in both of the phase, and also increase in the withdrawal phase. So both time taken to finishing the meal or challenge behavior will significantly decrease from the PTRF, and also remain in the following up phase. In Dennis' result, we can see the challenge behavior during the morning routine in both phases are decreased compared with the baseline, and also increase in the withdrawal. And the time taken to complete routine during the intervention stage decrease too, compared with the baseline, and also increase with the withdrawal phase. However, 2 weeks break in the second phase of the intervention due to the family events, we still collect enough data, and we see the data is quite stable in the phase 2 intervention. When we check the implementation fidelity of both models, we count percentage of models' implementation fidelity and mean score of the intervention, both two intervention and follow-up phase, and we find it's acceptable and stable. Only one section of the Dennis model is very low, and it's because her family problem caused her emotion, so affects our fidelity. And when we check the procedure fidelity rate across the 5 steps of the PTRF, we count the percentage of the procedure fidelity of team and mean score across the 5 steps of the PTRF and from the 3 form. And we find the lowest is Danish mothers in Form 3. Is it because she cannot decide the short goal of the desired behavior and anchors for measure the challenge behavior? So we adjust, add 2 more meeting sessions other than target routine to discuss with the mother, and also we add 1 more observation session. And besides this, most of fidelity are more than 90%. The conclusion of the result: 2 pairs, mother and son, show the functional relationship between PTRF and decrease of challenge behavior and time taken for complete the task. And also we find positive social validity from both mothers. When we ask how useful do you think PTRF intervention has helped you and your family to improve the overall quality of the life, and ask them to rate from 1 to 5. Leo's mother rate 5 and Danny's mother rate 4. It's about the average. And they comment for the PTRF. Leo's mother say the intervention has helped her to become more mindful about the way in responding to Leo's challenge behavior, and help her to practice in conveying a clear expectation to her child. For example, firm sentence say, eating with the artist instead of question Leo, why you using finger to eat? And Danny's mother say she is more able to create a positive and fun interaction with Danny at home, and PTRF helped her to learn more about Danny's challenging behavior. The application of the study: Chinese version menu for parents is needed, and also PTRF affect not only participant children but also improve parents' efficacy for housework and family dynamic. And due to the epidemic policy for restriction of the social contact, help trainer to fact the training, which coach can push parents independently implement the behavior support plan. The further cultural concern from the study: in both cases, participants were boys and their father were absent from the routine and did not participate in the study. We have difficulty to recruit family for study. Most parents refuse to participate in our study because we have to go to their house, and they don't want people to go to their house to teach them how to deal with kids. And we also find mothers rely on trainer and the authority as an expert too much. As a result, the mothers are afraid to implement the behavior support plan alone without the presence of the trainer. And fortunately, we have a self-quarantine period time and help coach to feed the coach. But in real case, probably will be an issue for us. How to vet coaches' presence. Thank you for your attention, and your comment and feedback are welcome.